What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I want to show you live trades I did this morning. Today is September 30th.
Order filled.
This trade did take a long time to kind of play out, so to speak. Yeah, let's talk about it. So today price was in the range. Honestly, I'm okay with ranges, but I do like trading trend days as well. This is a little bit more. How do I say? It wasn't. I won't say it's easy, but because overnight was pretty straightforward. You can clearly see the confirmation of the highs and lows. However, in the market open, when the market opened, you don't really get that confirmation, and it kind of sucks. We don't get that clear confirmation. But nevertheless, about the trade. So basically, technically it's a second entry loan. You don't really look for second entries in the range. You just wanna buy here, sell here. Buy low, sell high. That's the rules of trading ranges. I am trading at the midline. I don't have it on here yet, but I am trading the midline. So sometimes the midline can act as a resistance or support. So it's a 50-50 chance, and I decided to take it. Okay, and as you clearly see, it's working against me. And that's just one of those things. If you're taking a trade in this middle of a range, it's honestly it's a 50-50. So I don't really like to trade in middle ranges, but I felt lucky. That's basically what I was. That was a lucky trade. I think context was decent. You do get a micro double top here, which is not ideal. I still felt like the price might still test this little area of the micro double top, maybe even go higher. I was expecting price to test overnight highs. That's what I was expecting, and unfortunately, we never actually do get the test, so which is kind of weird. But again, it happens sometimes. So yeah, it is getting a little bit congested right now, which I don't like that. But eventually, we do get technically a higher low, which is a good sign. But it is in the congestion. It is in the midline, in the middle of the range. So not exactly a lot to go on, but it is what it is. Once I've created a higher low, once the price created a higher low, I felt a lot confident in the trade. But at the moment, I was definitely sweating. I was definitely sweating for sure, because again, I'm trading the middle range. That's like no man's land right there. It's no man's land, but sometimes all you need is a little bit of luck, and that's what I get here. I get lucky here. Let's see. It should be reversing in a second. What else? But yeah, before I forget, Bullknot's last day 91% off is today. So if you want to pick some evals up, please do so. But you can clearly see, so we created this higher low here. Again, it is congested, so you got like 4 bars that are, overlapping basically. But the price does reverse, which is a good sign. And I was aiming for 3 points, basically the test of this highs. And I got it. I got 3 points, and that was a good trade. And we're gonna move on to the next one. Yeah, it's difficult to trade days like this when you don't have consistent tests of the highs and lows, and you get like these little swings that never actually get down to the actual level. So difficult to trade. So you have to be cautious. But here we go. We're about to get filled. And we're out. So let's move on to the next trade. Okay, so this is the next trade, the second trade of the day. Again, basically the context is you have a leg or channel working up, break, 2 legs up. And I was only aiming for 1 point here because I was still kind of thinking that we might test the overnight highs. That was the whole idea. So I was only aiming for 1 point, and I was not trying to do anything crazy. Because of just what I said. But like I said, the context is good. You have a channel, break, 2 legs up. Usually we get some kind of reversal, some kind of pullback. But I was pretty confident that we might get just 1 point, at least 1 point with scalp. So that's what I was aiming at, and I did get it pretty quickly, honestly speaking. And I'll show you the actual chart after this. But here we go, price push back down, and we get filled right about here. Yeah, so let me just show you the actual chart. Okay, so this is the actual chart, and like I said, these were the two trades. This is what I was talking about. The overnight highs were pretty confirmed early on in the overnight, something with the lows. But unfortunately, in New York session, you only get confirmation of the low, but never get a confirmation of the high, which kind of sucks. And right now we're testing the lows again. Looks like we're gonna have a failed breakout, but I feel like we're gonna go lower. I don't know, just have this feeling, or maybe we just chop around. I don't know, but yeah, you can clearly see after this trade, price try to go back up again, and it failed. You get a lower high here. You get actual. Technically, this is a failure here, which I don't really trade failures on the Renko bars. I don't know, just something about them just doesn't feel right. So, but yeah, pretty boring day. Again, another range day. At least yesterday was a little bit better in the afternoon, but still early on in the morning was still a range. So yeah, that's all I got really. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know down below. And hopefully you guys were in the green today. And thank you all for watching. I got you guys next one. Peace.